There's about one more video before we head to Vancouver. I'm going to bring you guys with me on that trip. We're going to be looking for real estate. And it'll be my first time in Vancouver. I haven't been there before. As we continue this search for this mystery girl, whoever she might be. I've just gotten back from spending my last few hours with the Korean girl. I'm going to go back there in a second, although I'm completely exhausted. I turned in one of my textbooks today, and I will turn in the other two in a couple of days. So the study period is now officially over for now. Now the story of the child and the leopard. Well, we all have on occasion reoccurring dreams, I'm sure, but this one I couldn't figure it out. At the age of 5, I began having this reoccurring dream every night about being on board a Via Rail passenger train traveling across Canada. And I would start off in the last car, and there would be a leopard sitting in one of the passenger seats, and I would walk past it, and it would get up off the seat as I went past and follow behind me. And even though I would go from one passenger car to another and close the door behind me, the leopard was always there. Somehow it had gotten through all the doors. Then it made me quite nervous, and I would walk from one car to the next and then eventually wake up. And this went on for about 9 nights. And I asked my parents, I was 5 years old, I couldn't understand why was I having this dream every night. This black leopard that didn't seem threatening. They couldn't explain, the parents couldn't explain anything. They just said, well, people have dreams like that on occasion. So eventually, the 10th and last dream occurred. They were all in a row. And in the last dream, the leopard had disappeared from behind me as I reached the final car, which is the engineer's car. And when I opened up the door to go into the engineer's car, the engineers weren't there. And what was in fact there was the leopard again, but this time it was laying down where the engineers steer the locomotive or run the equipment. And I wasn't afraid of it this time. I walked over to the leopard, kneeled down beside it, and started patting it. And then I got up, and I realized at that point that all along the leopard wasn't threatening, it just wanted to be with me. And so I had, decades passed, I'd forgotten all about that dream. I became fascinated with these black leopards to the point where I had a series of paintings that I had made. And now that I think about it, I remember having a previous dream to that when I was 4 about this leopard that was at the bottom of the basement steps in my parents' home, or my grandmother's house. And I would try to turn on the steps using the broom handle because I couldn't reach, I was too small. And I could see these glowing green eyes at the bottom of the stairs belonging to a leopard. And I would quickly shut the door to keep it down there and me up on the top floor. But I'd forgotten about all these dreams of leopards, even though I had done the paintings. And when I had met Tom, the aborigine from the Crowfoot tribe, and he described my previous acquaintance, female, as a bobcat, and described me as having the personality of a polar bear. And it was after he had said that, and it was after he had mentioned her being having the personality of a bobcat, and that we'd end up fighting each other all the time, that I remembered that dream from childhood about the black leopard following me through the train. And then I recall mentioning on YouTube, it was my first Valentine's Day card for Asian women, that the Asian woman reminded me of a black leopard, shiny black leopard because of the eyes. So now that I think about it, and I started putting the two together, the V rail train, which I do use in this documentary, The Search for Asian Girlfriend. Now that I think about it, the black leopard would have been the Asian girl, the train would have been the travel, and in the end would have been the victory. That here was this whole scenario of this great quest of mine in the future being played out for me in a childhood reoccurring dream that took place over a period of 10 days. And then a flock of seagulls. Here comes another train. It's a flock of seagulls coming in from the mountains. The mountains today are covered in fog. Anyway, that's the story of the black leopard, the child, the train. More seagulls. I do think of these ladies as cats. The Asian tiger that you see on my YouTube website, that's a female tiger. The vocals that you hear in the introduction, and the tiger that you see in the introductory of the show from season 4, that's a female tiger. Those vocals are female. It's supposed to represent the Asian woman. Because, a lot of you guys think that the Asian woman is mild and meek and very gentle, but I'm telling you that if you're with them on a personal basis, they are the exact opposite. You're going to find out just how mild and meek they are when you get in a relationship with them. Anyway, I gotta get back to the Korean girl and finish saying goodbye to her. I don't know how I'm going to stay awake. I'm completely exhausted. Every time I try to make a video down here by the river, the train goes by. And more seagulls. Yeah, definitely being called to the sea. I just can't stay in Calgary. It's not in the ocean.